a good early morning to a lot of you guys watching the vlog. But yeah, as the title implies, a day in the life using Boost Mobile service. And I figured I would make this video just because I'm always like a day in the life with this phone or that phone. But what about the service provider that runs the phone? And so to give you guys a little bit of context throughout my day, first of all, I'm using the iPhone 12 with the Boost Mobile SIM card inside of it. So that, for context, is the device that I'm using. The iPhone 12 being that it is, 5G capable. And I'll do, speed tests here and there so you guys kind of get an idea of just like, how the services works out. So let's do that quick speed test. First one of the vlog. All right. So the first speed test that I'll run is with coverage map, and I have it forced on LTE. So we can see what kind of speeds we get with Boost Mobile on LTE. And for some more context, I do have the AT&T Access SIM. So here we go. That doesn't look too bad. 188 down and 35.8 on the up. At the same time too, let's go ahead and run it on Ookla. And this is just to kind of give an idea of just, how it would be. So with Ookla, 21 on the ping, 230 down, just about. And then the uplink is 47.7, so not bad. No packet loss. All right, so we're currently back at home. This is another test on LTE only. And let's see what we pull. So here from my home, we're hitting about 173. The uplink, about 40-ish, not bad. Looks like we used about 188 megabytes of data, so that was the last test that we did on Ookla. Let's run another one, and we'll see what we get here. And that's about what we pulled here at home. So that's LTE speeds at home. Not bad at all. Okay, so as I made mention in the beginning of the video, I have the AT&T network connection with Boost Mobile. So I can only really kind of speak to that. For anyone that wants to know about how's the native Boost 5G network, or, well, I mean, I have used the T-Mobile side, so I would know a little bit about that too. And I would say that, with the T-Mobile side in the beginning, it was functioning and running pretty much like the best out of all three connections. But AT&T has since did some massive overhauls to their network. And because of that, we're starting to feel a much better network connection. Not just, with voice and, text, but data has been a real big thing. As you guys saw those LTE speed tests that I did, it never used to be like that as far as network speeds. Now, there's a little bit more to it when it comes to networks, like data testing. Obviously, latency is also a big key for those who don't understand. You could have like super fast speeds, but the deliverance of, data to your device and from your device back to a server, the time that it takes for it to travel, the latency also plays a big key. The lower the latency, the better the connection, especially for gaming. So I can say that, the latency on the AT&T side has gotten better too. It used to be pretty high. So like the pings used to be over 1,000 millisecond pings. Now they're like in the hundreds and like the mid hundreds, right? Like 600, 500. So that's always a good thing. But yeah, I would say, with the network connection, it's gotten so much better. So anyways, it's like 6:56 a.m. I just dropped my son off to the bus stop. I'm still pretty tired, but I still gotta get the other kiddos to school, and we'll talk more about Boost Mobile along the way. All right, folks. So while my daughter's messaging me on lunch, Boost Mobile, I have been through just about every phase that Boost Mobile has had since I first signed up with them back in 2009. So I've been a customer during the days when it was all about push to talk, IDEN, chirp chirp, where you at? You know, using the Moto Clutch, which is the Moto i425, using the i765, which was a slider that was geared towards being like a music player phone, and even going with like the i9 and even the Nextel Blackberries that would work on Boost Mobile push to talk, right? Even the first Android for Nextel IDEN network, which wasn't the best. So I was there during the IDEN days. IDEN is the name of the network it used. Switching over to CDMA and using devices that they sold, CDMA 3G and then 4G LTE devices under the Sprint umbrella. And then when it switched over to Dish and you had to use T-Mobile's network, I was there for that. And currently today, Boost Infinite, Boost Mobile, prepaid, I was there for that. One of the things I know is that people are upset with is that the Boost coins are disappearing. If you're a new prepaid customer, obviously you don't get that spin the wheel, get Boost coins. Previous prepaid subscribers who had this, I think they still have it, but it is ending for them soon. So they're going to stop doing that. And one of the reasons why they're stopping to do that is because they want to be taken serious as the fourth carrier postpaid brand that it has become. And doing the antics of what prepaid did, it's just not going to work for them. A lot of the things that they're doing is slightly working, but not working in the best favor for them. But it doesn't mean it's as bad as, how it seems when myself and other people talk about Boost Mobile. It seems like it's so terrible. It's really not. There are things they do that we feel that's terrible and that they could do better and wish that they would fix these aspects of them. But, over time, we'll see what they become. And if they're listening to their customers, that's definitely going to help them out quite a bit. But nonetheless, I'm going to do another speed test from inside my room, show you guys what I get now on 5G AT&T network access. So let's flip it around and do a speed test. Let's check my daughter's message real quick. Okay, so she's on lunch right now. All right, so let's disable Wi-Fi. Gotta turn that off. And let's do first coverage map. All right, so let's close that out. And we're indoor, so we'll tag it correctly. Now let's do a speed test. See what we get here. Now let's pull in plus 500. 429 on the down, 39 millisecond ping, about 40 to about 41, 42.7 on the uplink. Not bad at all whatsoever. Go with the Ookla speed test, so close that out. Now we're connected to the AT&T server, so let's go and do a quick speed test here. Looks like we got 22 millisecond ping, 560 on the down, so that's not bad. 554 down, 46 on the up. Probably gonna hit 50 on the uplink. 50.2. Any packet loss? 0 packet loss. There are some main points when it comes to Boost Mobile that I think people need to understand before closing out this video. One is that right now Boost Mobile is using its own native Boost 5G network in places it's available. If it's not available in places, you are put on the AT&T network access. Some people are on the T-Mobile access, but I do believe that they're going to stop having access to T-Mobile's network because they're probably not going to renew an MVNO agreement. But things that you got to understand is that if you're on the AT&T network access or T-Mobile network access, Boost Mobile has no control over the network connection that you're getting. So if you're getting very crappy network connection, it's not Boost's fault. Now, if you're on the native Boost 5G network, like you have the Rainbow SIM, or if you're using eSIM on an iPhone 15 and newer that supports Boost 5G, and you know you're on Boost 5G, then that would be on them. Of course, it's a new network being built. Some people have said it's been great. Other people have said it's not been great. Over time, it will as they strengthen their network portfolio and build out more and obviously, get more coverage in places. So
It is a work in process. I mean, if it's something that you can't hang with, there are other options out there, especially for those people who love the T-Mobile connection of Boost Mobile, but they know that they're not going to renew. If you don't want to be moved over and migrated to the AT&T side or to the Boost 5G side, you can always go to Helium Mobile. It gives you about the same as what you're getting with Boost Mobile, just with some extra benefits that Helium Mobile gives to their customers. But it's $20 a month, and they operate on the T-Mobile network. So that's an option that you guys can switch over to. Or there's Mint Mobile and other ones out there you can check out. So don't ever feel like you have to be locked to one carrier. As far as their customer service, hopefully they work that out and get it better. But that's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, smash the like button because that does help out. Thanks for checking it out. Again, use my promo code in the description to get your first month free on Helium Mobile. Thanks for checking out today's video. We'll talk to you on the next one. Aloha.